Well, g'day all, it's Brother Blonde, in case you don't know who I am. I'm the guy that rides motorbikes occasionally, or haven't actually ridden one for a while. As you can probably see, there are some aeroplanes around here. That's because we're just passing by the airport. And this is the first time I've been to the airport in nearly 6 months since I injured my shoulder. It's also not quite the first, but about the second or third time I've been on the motorbike, also since I injured my shoulder. And firstly, the thrill of being back on the bike is just something incredible. I was so excited about getting back on the bike, and I don't think I had ridden probably more than 100 metres and I was already shouting and yahooing and just having a ball. It was such a good feeling. If you haven't been on a bike for a long period of time and you get back on, you'll know what it feels like. But if you're always on the bike, it's, you know, it's fun. But when you've had an absence for a while and back into it, oh mate, it's just brilliant. Love it. Absolutely love it to bits. It's fantastic. So the reason I'm out this neck of the woods, out the airport, is it's also the first time I'm back at work. Yay. Almost as exciting. Well, no, it is exciting. But because I haven't flown an aeroplane for nearly 6 months, I've got to do quite a bit of retraining for familiarisation and recency, and that involves 3 simulator sessions and then a couple of check flights out on the aircraft. That'll be in another couple of weeks or so. So I had my first recency flight in the simulator today, and that went really well. It's almost like I hadn't been away actually. A few little procedures and things have changed. Boeing think they can improve the way we fly aeroplanes, so they make a few changes and then that gets put through to us. So I had to, relearn a few things that I don't know if you saw that. People were applauding in the bus. I nearly applauded back at them. Yeah, a few little procedures and things change along the way, and also we get slightly new or upgraded equipment and so forth, and that operates slightly differently. So plus the normal rusty factor, the fact, if you haven't done anything for a while, you're going to be rusty at it. And I actually surprised myself at how I did from the first session back in again. I haven't forgotten how to fly. It's just like riding a bicycle, except you don't get your pants caught in the chain. Once you've been trained, once you know what to do, and it's just the finer points, to finesse it and make it smoother and more accurate and all that sort of stuff. But that's why we do more than one session. So anyhow, I was happy, the instructor was happy, and life is good. The shoulder's going really well. I'm still doing a lot of physio, but I've finished with those little elastic bands, and I'm just now on free weights. Not very heavy free weights, but free weights nonetheless. So it's recovering really well. I'm extremely happy with the results. Now all I've got to do is just get the strength back up now. Actually, talking about that, it was a little bit sore, I have to say, towards the end of the simulator session. Had a couple of hours of flying around and stuff, and it was aching a little bit, only because it hadn't been used in that particular way for a while, so those muscles just need to get a little bit more developed. But other than that, all good. Hope you all had a very happy new year. Mine was good, and I really hope, as well as all of you, I imagine, that 2012 is better than 2011. I haven't spoken to anybody who actually enjoyed 2011. guess his blinker doesn't work. I found a lot of cars lately, their indicators don't work, particularly a lot of expensive exotic cars. I'd never buy one because their indicators never work. Oh, it's the boys in blue with their random breath testing. They've either just finished or they're just setting up, I'm not sure. Probably just finished. It's a real pain in the neck doing a random breath testing on the bike. Well, it depends on who you get actually. If you get a highway patrolman who's got his head screwed on, you don't have to take your helmet off and do all the breathing into it. You can just put the tube under the helmet and you can just talk into or blow that, depending on what type it is. But if I have to do the whole helmet thing, I enjoy making it really painful for them, particularly if I'm at the first vehicle, because normally they can allow 2 or 3 in there, I think. If I'm the first one, if I'm the last one in, means I'm the sort of the third one from the front. The 2 in front of me go while I'm being processed. Quite often I put my wallet in my backpack that's in my Ventura bag behind me. And if they want me to take my helmet off, well then I go through the process of taking my glasses off, taking my gloves off, taking my helmet off, walking around to the back of the bike, getting my license out of my wallet. And all this time about 25 cars have gone past that can't come in and get breath tested because I'm taking up the space. So they quite often wave motorbikes through unless they're really, really quiet or bored. I don't mind being random breath tested, but not having to be is good too. But they do catch a lot of idiots that drink and drive, and drugs and drive too. They have random drug testing, and it's amazing the number of people that drive and probably ride as well under the influence of drugs. Just boggles my mind, which probably isn't difficult to do because I'm blonde and I'm nearly home, so I'll catch you all later. See ya.